Hello Libra, this is Veronica Virgo. Welcome to the Very Virgoan channel. However, I read for all signs, and tonight we're going to do an August reading for you, beautiful Libra. I am reading with the Mythic Tarot deck. This is an old deck that is now out of print, but it's my earliest deck that I've had since 1990, and I love it. It has the Greek myths interspersed in its cards. I won't be necessarily talking too much about Greek myths tonight, but I will be interpreting the images on the card. Now, the readings that I do for the month are for career, finances, health, love, and advice, plus a couple of oracle cards and some tarot dice just for fun to give you a nice overview of the month ahead. I did want to say happy Lammas to those of you who celebrate the solstices and the Sabbats. It is August 1st, so I just wanted to say that, even though it is nighttime and we're all going to be going to bed soon, and some of you across the pond and so on are already in bed, but I just wanted to share those wishes with you. So let's get started. Okay, your first card, very lovely, Queen of Cups for career. Now, cups often have to do with love or emotion, that sort of thing. But let's think about it in terms of your career. Now, this woman is very confident. She's serene. She's otherworldly. There's a certain amount of mystery about her, and she is holding this cup of wisdom and intellect, emotion, right? Now, it might be that you're in the healing business. Maybe you're a therapist or a healer of some sort, and you're very confident in your skills. You're someone who's probably had a lot of training, or you've been doing this for a long time, and it's time for you to rightly take your place on the throne in terms of your career. Perhaps you're breaking off into your own practice, or you feel that you've attained a level of expertise that you can sort of bask in that experience. So this is looking really good for you. If you've been on the fence at all about stepping into your own grace, stepping into your own skills and expertise, now is the time to do it, Libra. Very nice. Okay, finances. Oh man, you are queenly. This is wonderful. And I also want to say that I am not ascribing gender to the cards. We all have king, queen, page, princess, prince. We have all of these aspects inside of us. So take, even though I speak perhaps in terms of feminine and masculine at times, that doesn't mean that that's what I mean for you, okay? So let's step into this energy. This is the Queen of Swords. Now, she's a bit more stern. However, she has this ewer or a pitcher of emotions that she is spilling out onto the ground, and she now is sitting with a sword. So she's saying, I know where it's at. She sometimes comes in as a little bit of a harsh mistress. You can see that in the very stern sort of facial expression that she has. But see how she sits with a lot of confidence, with her legs splayed. She's not sitting all ladylike. She's taken her throne, and she knows that she's earned it, but less in a way of this kind of serene confidence. It's more of a hard-won position, okay? And thinking about it in terms of finances, I think what it's asking you to do is to be realistic. Now, it's great that you have stepped into your bliss, but make sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, okay? When it comes to your bookkeeping, the loans, the bills, checking your numbers twice before you take that leap. You're just going to want to make sure you're very precise with the money that you have and what you're capable of doing, because otherwise you're going to end up wasting money, and you don't want to do that, okay? So it's kind of like two sides of the same coin. You want to step in to your expertise, but you want to make sure you check yourself before you wreck yourself, okay? All right, Libra, let's see what we have for your health. 6 of Cups. Now, I feel like if you are partnered, you've suffered some sort of loss. Perhaps they left town. They might have gone on an adventure. Maybe they went across the pond. I think I've said that twice now. I'm not sure if you have a partner that's maybe long distance, or they've left to go on maybe a study abroad or some sort of travel. But you feel like you're a bit left behind. You know, you went to send them off, but now you're missing them, and you feel like, well, I've had the last of that cup. You know, they're never coming back. But the thing is you have more cups. You have more cups coming. Maybe they're coming back in 6 months. Maybe they're coming back in 6 years. Maybe they're in the military. So I think what's important here is thinking about not sort of living in the sorrow of that, and possibly letting it affect your health. We truly can be affected by heartbreak. I speak specifically of my own experience. I'm not going to go into all the details, but I was in a really devastating and violent relationship last year, and we would get into such deep arguments that I literally thought that I was having a heart attack. My heart would constrict, and I would think, I'm either going to have a heart attack or a stroke. Now, this is a different situation. I think this is more about sadness than anger. But take care of yourself and know that you have abundance. Your cup can be full with yourself. Your value and your state of well-being is not reliant on someone else. You can pick your own flowers, and you can appreciate them in their beauty. You don't have to let them wilt, okay? I think the important thing here is to be mindful of your own self-worth, and don't let it take a toll on your health as is related to a relationship. Okay, now love. Let's see, this is going to expand a little bit more on this. Oh, okay. I shuffle this deck regularly, but for whatever reason, it wants to take you right into the 7 of Cups. And look at this. This goddess is showing you, look at the cups. There's more. There's even more than you thought. Maybe it gets extended to 7 months, but be appreciative of your own gifts, your own beauty, your own worth. I mean, there's a reason why these 2 characters look like each other. It's like your greater self telling you, don't just look to the water and what's beyond, what's out of sight. Look to the sky. Look skyward and see that there is so much love out there for you, either with this person that's not with you at this moment, or it's capable within, right? That's what I'm feeling here. This message is very deep here because I feel like, Libra, as beautiful as you are physically, and all Libras I know are just gorgeous, don't put your self-worth on what's external. Look skyward and take what's from above and let it come down and fuel you so that you can be beautiful on the inside and out and feel so good about yourself. All right, let's do a little bit of advice. Ooh, the World. I love this card. This card is one of my favorites. I have an Ouroboros tattoo, actually. You can't see it because of the way that I'm positioned here. This symbol is so important. It's about regeneration. It's about new beginnings. It's about reinventing yourself. But now I want you to look here. You have the dual nature of one person or 2 people that are one. I think relationships are playing very heavily here for you right now. And while you've taken a lot of energy to step out on your own in your business, in your outward external success, There's internal strife for you in terms of your self-worth as related to your value in a relationship. So what this card is advising you to do is to see yourself being recreated and completed by seeing the entirety of yourself and who you are, both the masculine and the feminine elements, the duality of self. Perhaps you have Gemini in your chart, somewhere like your moon or your rising or something. You know, be appreciative of the spirit and the emotion, right? Of the fire inside you, and the knowledge in the fire. Sometimes I mix up the wands with the fire sign because of it being alit. Is that a word? Lighted? There, that's better. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is you've got the 4 elements here, and then this is the spirit. And it's saying that if you do this work on yourself and you appreciate yourself, maybe you're spending all this time counseling others and you know what's good for people, but you don't exercise that with yourself. You need to feel complete in yourself, Libra, because you're beautiful, but your value, again, is not in your physical beauty. It's what's inside and these gifts that you give to other people, okay? So that's my advice for you, is to complete yourself by looking deep within and valuing what's in here and all of your gifts, which you clearly have. All right, let's do your crystal, fluorite. Find peace within. My goodness. That absolutely echoes what I just said. Isn't that beautiful how this works sometimes? Synchronicity is so beautiful. And look at this, all these layers, that's you. You have so many more layers than you let people see. A lot of times people that are in healing professions are actually trying to heal themselves. Okay, get some fluorite, carry it on your person to remind you of these things. If you are at all a witch or want to be a witch and are interested in spell casting to help you, I am pulling a card for you in that, life purpose. Interesting. So is your life purpose more about your relationships, finding yourself, being successful, or finding your life purpose? I know that sounds redundant, but if your life purpose is about finding your life purpose, that's a worthwhile endeavor. You can be a learner. You're the scales. You weigh information, and you decide what works best for you. You're very practical, but you like to take in information and weigh it. So learning how to find your life's purpose can be purposeful. So if you want to dig deeper into that, let me read you this spell. Place a labradorite crystal, paper, and pen in front of you. I put some fluorite there too. Raise your arms up to the moon during a full moon phase on a Sunday and say, "Call down the moon to reflect the sun, invoking a life spell that can't be undone, a path that glitters to be revealed. Focus and follow, for fate has been sealed. Labradorite for deep scrutiny, seek and unlock the truth to be free. Destiny's signposts now point the way. Life purpose embraced, go seize it today. Now write down all that you wish to be and place the list under the crystal, saying, gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be." The magical meanings of this, beyond what I just read, is that a spiritual experience changes your view. You need to trust your intuition. A new venture beckons. Consider your options carefully. What was I just talking about with the scales? Seek adventure and embrace your life to the full, not fool, full. You can have adventures too. You don't have to cry because someone left you to go have their own. You can have your own adventures, and in that, you'll find your life's purpose. All right, Libra, we're going to do one more thing. I'm going to roll a couple of tarot dice just to kind of round it out here. All right, Libra, we have Venus, we have Jupiter, we have Capricorn, and we have the number 1. Now, lots of Caps are born in January, so that has some sort of significance. Perhaps this is a person you are involved with or you want to be involved with. I'm kind of feeling like most of the Libras I'm talking to are already involved, but this may be someone that you are looking to get involved with. Venus, of course, represents love. And I think that's very significant to the Cups cards we were talking about there. And expansion. So sort of, Jupiter represents expansion, excuse me. So sort of taking all those together, I tend to think that this is about these 2 cards, the 2 card cups and the relationship and the, wanting to expand more into your own experience, not just thinking about the other person in terms of finding love. Think about expanding out to go in for yourself. I'm sort of repeating myself here on these themes, but I think this is all really important. Caps are great. I love them. They're actually my astrological love match or whatever, which I've never been involved with one, which is really strange, but they're really cool. They're very practical, but you want to take that love and you want to turn it in and realize your life's purpose. Once again, I'm repeating myself. So there we go, Libra. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It's going to grow. I'm going to change my layout, lighting, and all the things as I go along. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe as I'm going to grow Veronica Virgo and Very Virgoan as much as I can. Have a great night.